Howdy my peeps. So today I will be doing some stuff with some new supplies I got at the art store the other day. So here's a little baggie with the things, and this is the star of the show here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that the way. It's Holbein's Artistik Gouache, the 5 primary color mixing set. And I've been eyeing this set for a while, and I was on the art store the other day and I was just like, I have to get it. Now is the time. So I got it, and here's a little thing inside to show you how you can mix the colors and stuff. And here are the paints themselves. I have not tested these out yet, so I'm excited to do that. But anyway, so it's the primary color, so it's cyan, yellow, magenta, black, and white. And in theory, you can use these colors to mix pretty much any color, so that's cool. Some other things that I got that aren't as important, well, they're still nice, but these are the stuff. These are the stuff. But anyway, so I also got some Gellyroll pens for taking notes in class, and I got some Prismacolr Verithin pencils for sketching, and the colors violet and Dahlia purple. And I also got some black Prismacolr pencils. I like to use these for my line art, so I got a couple of those bad boys. And that's everything that I got. And I'm really excited to use the gouache and to also sketch with these Prismacolr Verithins, because I haven't used these colors before, so I'm really excited, and like, let's just go ahead and get started, my peeps. These past few weeks I've been really into like going out of my comfort zone and not doing my standard I'm just standing still pose. But since I am working with new art supplies, I decided not to do that because working with a new medium is already intense enough, and I didn't want to make things more complicated for myself than they had to be, so I just, you know, went back to default drawing mode and just drew this lady holding some flowers, which is like really simple and not stressful at all. Anyway, these paints are so creamy and like they're like butter. Also, sorry for like not, but I did record the face, but like it was blurry, so I had to delete it. I'm sorry. But anyway, back to the paints. They have a really nice consistency. I'm not really experienced with gouache. I've only used it on a few occasions, and it was the Reeves gouache, and I didn't really like it too much. It had a really strong odor, and I have sensitive lungs, so it did do it for me, but I just really like the look of gouache, so I wanted to try something that was maybe a little higher quality to see if it was just the Reeves paint that I didn't like, or if it's just like the whole medium that I don't like. And after using these, it was just the Reeves that I don't like. I don't know why it smells like that, but like, oh my goodness. But anyway, this painting, like I said, it's not super complicated. And it's just is kind of just a way I could just like get the feel of the gouache and try some things. My favorite thing about this whole piece is her hair. It just has that gouache look. You know the one I'm talking about, the gouache look. And I approached it in a way I don't typically approach things, and I didn't really do it consciously because I would just kind of like zoned out for a minute. But I put the darkest color down first, and then I added the lighter color on top of it, and then I went back in with the darker color and like added details and refined some stuff. And it looks really nice. It's my favorite part about the whole picture, and it's also one of the few things I didn't add line art to in the end, which I guess is, for someone who relies heavily on line art a lot, is saying something. Even though it sort of kind of has line art because I did use lines, but it's not line art the way I typically would do it, so it's fancy. But anyway, the face, since I didn't, since I lost it, I'm just gonna talk about it, and we'll just, I'll get you up to speed. So there are only 3 colors. There's the yellow, the magenta, and the cyan. So you have to mix everything, which is fine. I usually mix my colors. I mean, I do have, like, in my watercolors, I do have like browns and stuff, but I still like go ahead and like mix a color that I liked better than the brown that is provided. So I'm used to that, so it was fine. And one thing I do like about having to mix your own colors from scratch, if I can say that, is that you have to really think about what you're doing and just like use problem solving and just use your brain a little bit. So the one color that I did have trouble mixing was orange, and I didn't use the mixing guide that it came with, and that probably would have helped me a lot. But it's just nice to mix your own colors because you have to use like problem solving techniques and stuff. So like if you're mixing a brown and the brown is just not where you want it to be, you have to just ask yourself, why does this brown not look like what I wanted? Which one does it need? Does it need more of the magenta? Does it need more yellow or blue or whatever? And that was actually pretty nice, so I like it. Also, I zoned out while I was doing this, which I guess means that I didn't really experience too much problems with medium. The only thing I had the most trouble with was the face, and that's what I did first, so that could have just been me like adjusting to it. And the way I would approach that next time, I think I would just kind of do it the way I did the hair, flat color and then a shadow or something, instead of trying to mix different colors and blend them that way, because that was a little difficult for me. I'm not on that level yet, so I'm not gonna do that next time. But anyway, one color that I did not use, well, I kind of used it at the end because I noticed I didn't use it. I didn't use the black, and that was a little surprising for me because when I'm using watercolors, I use black a lot, specifically for hair and just like darker colors. I use a lot of black. But I noticed when mixing these colors together, especially if you mix all 3, they're really dark on their own, so you really don't need to add any black. The color I used the most was white because that's how you lighten colors up, and I used, because you know, like brown is basically all the 3 primary colors mixed together, but you also have to add a little white, otherwise it's like really, you can't really see it. It's almost black when you mix all 3 colors together, so I almost didn't need the black, which was kind of interesting. I did use it, like I said, I used it for her eyeliner later, but the black isn't necessary in this set, which was kind of interesting and a little surprising, especially considering how much I usually use black in watercolor paintings. Also, the paints, oh my goodness, they're so thick, which is kind of what makes gouache. It's like opaque watercolor, and oh my goodness, it is so opaque. Even when I like added water to like thin it out a little bit, it would still be like really opaque. The only place where I feel like I could have watered it down a little less was on her sweater. The base color for her sweater, you can kind of see the line art showing through, but I don't really mind that as much. But that's like one of the few places where you can see the line art through, because these paints are thick. They're so thick. Oh my goodness, it's actually pretty intense. Also, their thickness and opaqueness is what made the hair look nice, I think, especially the way that I painted it, since I painted the lightest color on top of the darkest color, because you can't really do that with markers or with watercolors. So doing that was just, I don't know how I don't know why I did it, but I like it and it's nice. Also the flowers. The flowers are, well, I didn't use a reference, so they're not like accurate or anything, but they look nice with like in gouache, if that makes any sense. I think gouache is just like a really, really nice medium. It's like in between watercolors and acrylics, and it also dries faster than watercolors, and it dries faster than acrylics, but it's just really nice. And I'm glad I went ahead and got this set because I've been looking at it for a while and I'm happy, and I want to do another painting like right now, so maybe I will. You'll never know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've tried these paints before, let me know, or if you know of another brand of gouache that's really nice, let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support me in my art, you can head over to my Ko-fi page or my Threadless Shop where you can get t-shirts and stuff. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also follow me on Instagram or subscribe to my channel if you want to. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.